Yeah, put it on the internet. Let everybody know. Put it up there where everybody can see it, because there ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough to keep you from putting it up there on that internet.
Don, tell us about tonight's card and all the heavyweights on it.
I thought it was one of the most sensational cards that I've ever promoted, and was indicative because it was faith, hope, and glory. And it's faith in God to show that this card could withstand all the devilish things that was happening to it, you know. And from that, it breeds hope, and hope is the aspirations that everyone can be in the kingdom of heaven, and glory is a kingdom of heaven. So this card signified everything that Jesus Christ, who is my Lord and Savior, has been espousing: faith, hope, and glory. And so that's what you had here tonight, one of the greatest cards I've ever put together, and it was a people's card, a card where everyone is satisfied and asking, when is the next one?
Where did you find the young Andrew Galata?
He came, he saw, and he conquered. He was a rejuvenation of what yesterday was, and brought it into the day, prognosticating and speculating what the future would be. Andrew, hear my cry, VICTORY. All you for us, yes, Andrew, victory is the best.
Tell us about Cali Meehan overcoming adversity.
Cali Meehan rose to the occasion from the deep sorrow of grief and an untimely demise of his family member. I thought it was his father, but it's his father-in-law. It's just the same as a human being in his family. Rose to the occasion and knocked out DeVarrell Williamson. I couldn't believe it, even though I was witnessing it. You know what I mean? So I love Cali Meehan.
Tell us about Madison Square Garden and Showtime staying on board even after the fight with Mascaye fell out.
Showtime has been a yeoman in their support. I think Matt Blank and Ken Hirschman outdid themselves. I think they stayed steadfast and with tenacity and perseverance in spite of the difficulties and what was confronting us and the impediments that we were beleaguered with. So I can't say enough good things about them, but they were vindicated tonight because they have one great show.
Mayorga Vargas.
One of the most fantastic fights I think that you'll see. It's another one recapturing the glory of yesteryear, bringing it 2-4 today. They had $1 million worth of tickets sold in that fight when he got the stomachache. There was the largest ticket sale of any of these fights going in prematurely, other than the Oscar De La Hoya and things where they got them on the Las Vegas Strip, where they got my friend Kirk Kerkorian has all the Strip and all of that. So just his casinos can fill up the arena. So, but here you have to go hardcore ticket buy from the public. And I think that Vargas and Mayorga demonstrated what ticket purchases mean. Every fighter thinks that he's hot, but nobody else thinks so but him. So you got to understand, when you get them whether the people think so and they will pay to see it, that's the difference when you can distinguish between the two. You know what I mean? Because it's a thing here, and justifiably so, all the fighters feel that they are Muhammad Ali or George Foreman and they should be paid accordingly, but they don't have the attraction ability of bringing the people in mass to the arena. You know what I mean? And so it's very difficult, and the television don't want to pay the money. So the work ethic has to change here in America in order for our fighters to come back into the forefront as they deserve to be. You know what I mean? And working at this game called boxing and make it happen and win the hearts of the people.
The return of Tino Trinidad against Roy Jones.
That's going to be a super extraordinary fight because it's of the ilk of Foreman and Ali. These are the two fighters who wanted to be glory. They signed to fight because they wanted to fight, and it's just incidental that they'll be paid. They didn't ask about what time is going to be, what is going to be, because most of the fighters, what channel I'm going to be on, how much am I going to get. Nothing wrong with those type of questions, but we've lost sight of the passion. You're thinking only about the economic benefit, and when you do that, you lose sight on the forest for the trees. You got to be able to have that burning desire, passion to be the best as what you can be. That pursuit of excellence that is undeniably a passion and a move within you that makes you do things that you never would have thought you could do. You know what I mean? And so in doing so, then you should be paid, you know, adequately with this. But when you're good, it's incidental that you get paid. You don't have to worry about it.
Final question, Diaz.
It's for you, Don.
That's a super fight with Diaz. It's the day of the Diazes. So the baby bull will be fighting against Julio Diaz against Juan Diaz. It's going to be terrific. You can see it on HBO next Saturday night in Chicago. So we'll be there with the Diazes versus Diaz that make things happen.
Don King, we appreciate your time. Only in America.
Yeah, put it on the internet. Let everybody know. Put it up there where everybody can see it, because ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough to keep you from putting it up there on that internet.